October 15, 1980. Melanie Uribe, 31, a single mother of an 8-year-old boy, and also a nurse in California, did not show up for work at the hospital. When colleagues could not contact her, they reported it to the police. Melanie's disappearance made headlines everywhere, but there were no clues. About Melanie, she experienced something strange. She described it as a premonition, an image, an experience, like clairvoyance, everyone. She said that she saw, in her mind, the body of a woman lying on a remote hillside in Lobe, right above Blackview Terrace. She decided to report to the police about her premonition. Although quite skeptical, the police still listened. Because Ms. Etta had a high-security background and a serious career, they asked her to point out the location of the girl that she saw on the map, fearing that the police would not check carefully. So Ms. Etta took her to children and her niece to that area to search for themselves. After about 30 minutes, her daughter saw a naked body. Melanie had been kidnapped, assaulted, and physically beaten to death. Immediately, the police turned to suspect Ms. Etta. They said, how could a premonition be so accurate and specific? Ms. Etta was interrogated continuously for 10 hours, then stripped for a search, then locked barefoot in a cell. She was not allowed to eat or drink for 24 hours. The police hoped that she would soon confess how she knew the location of the body so accurately. Although there was no concrete evidence, Ms. Etta was still arrested on October 18, 1980. Meanwhile, a man was going around boasting to his neighbors that he had just robbed, beaten, and killed a woman. Immediately, the neighbors reported to the police, and by October 21, 1980, he was arrested, and he named 2 accomplices who did it with him. It was a 17-year-old teenager named Louis Kennel Morgan. These 3 people saw Melanie sitting in a pickup truck at a red light. They jumped in and forced her to drive into a canyon, then robbed, assaulted, and beat her to death with rocks. No one among them knew Ms. Etta, and for days after being detained, Ms. Etta was finally released. 6 years later, Ms. Etta sued the Los Angeles Police Department for unlawful arrest, and she won the case and received $26,184. And since then, she has never told any more of her premonitions.